Hello everyone, it's Jen Muller. I'm here for workout number 5 of Gentle Strength and Stretch. And today you're going to need your water bottles or light weights, and you're going to need your chair, and you're going to need a mat. We're going to do about 15 minutes standing work, and then a little bit of seated work, and then down onto the floor, so you'll need a mat. All right, let's begin. Marching in place. And what I'd like you to do is just take a deep breath in, raise those arms up toward the sky, and down. Let's take a breath in, stand nice and tall, exhale and release. Deep breath in, exhale and release, and 2 more. Good. Last one, deep breath in, exhale, and release. We're going to take it out nice and wide. You're going to take your left arm, reach across, and sweep. Sweep the arms across, shoulder height, leaning to each side. Open up the shoulders, chest, and back, getting into the hips. Go ahead and add a little bit of a reach, bending into the leg to the right and left. So here we go with our left leg going into a little knee bend, right leg as you open up. And reach, and let's do 2 more. Reach across and switch. Good. Keep that wide stance, but bring it in just a little bit. And you're going to reach up to the ceiling and tap your toe. Reach up. Good. Stay nice and tall. Tap the toe to the floor. And let's add that heel kick. Up. Reach. And 4 more. 3, 2, reach across in front for 8. Reach right across, add that torso rotation. Good, and 2 more. And bring it back to a march. Let's take those arms out, make the letter T. And as you march, give me some small arm circles. Keep that nice tall posture, chest lifted, shoulders down and relaxed. Head in neutral, and circle back with the arms. Good, continue that marching. Stay close to your chair if you need it for balance, or put the chair in front. And 2 more. Good, now I want you to bring your feet hip distance apart. You're gonna take your arms, raise them up in front, open out, make the letter T, and come back in. Now, as you raise the arms up, and out to the side, I want you to elevate your heels and balance. Here we go, raise the arms up, balance, open the arms out, arms in, heels down. Again, raise up onto the balls of the feet, arms out, and heels down. If this is too difficult, you can hold on to the back of a chair with one hand and just do one arm at a time so you have the support, or you do not have to raise the heels up. And lift, open up, arms in, little balance challenge here, 2 more. Raise those heels, balance on the balls of the feet. Good, and 1 more. Lift, open, in, and down. Good, march back in place. And I'm gonna show you today a rock step. It's 4 counts. We're gonna start with the left leg first. You're gonna step forward with the left foot, rock, and step back. Rock, step forward, rock, step back. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're gonna add a breaststroke with the upper body. So it looks like this. As you rock forward, reach and pull back. Rock, step with a breaststroke and back. 2 more. Reach and rock back, and reach and rock back. Good, march it here. Now you're gonna do the rock step with the right foot. So you're gonna keep your hands on your hips, stay nice and tall, step forward with the right foot, and rock back with the right foot. Your left foot stays in the same spot, but you lift it up for a count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. And now let's add that gentle breaststroke. Here we go. Rock forward and open. So a little balance challenge here. Again, if you need the chair for stability, do this movement with the chair in front of you so you can grab onto the chair if you need it. And 2 more. Rock step. And last one. Very nice. Good. Keep the chair to the side. Place your right hand on the chair. Take your left leg and cross it over your right leg. Put more of the weight on the standing leg in the back, that right leg. Then you're going to lift your opposite arm up and then press the hips gently to the side, putting more weight on your right foot than your left. Nice little hip stretch here, up through the shoulders, out through that arm, and lower it down, uncross that leg. And then you're going to take your chair. I'm just going to move my water bottles. You're going to move your chair to the opposite side. Hang on with your left hand. Take your right leg, cross it over the left foot. Lift the opposite arm up and side stretch. So more of the weight is on the back leg, which is your left leg. Good. Hold that stretch. Remember, if you're in pain when you do the stretch, limit the range of motion. Always modify as needed. You shouldn't be in pain when you stretch. Uncross that leg. Now I'm going to take the chair. I'm going to put it in front. You're going to place your hands on the back of the chair, and I'm going to have you elevate onto the balls of your feet and lower. Lift and lower. A little bit of calf work here. If you want to try the balance challenge, take one hand off. If you want to make it more challenging, take the opposite hand off. And lift and lower. Good. Let's do 2 more. 2. And last one. Lift and lower. And down. Place your hands on the back of the chair. March it out. Stay nice and tall. And this time, instead of the heel lifts, I want you to lift your toes up. Keep the heels on the floor as you lift your toes up. Lift those toes and drop down. Good. Lift those toes and drop down. Try it with one hand. You can move to just one fingertip. Most challenging, both hands down to the side. Stay nice and tall. As you're doing this move, I'm going to use the chair as I talk here. You want to look forward, straight ahead. Pick something to look at to balance, to focus on your balance with your eyes, and don't move away from that point as you bring those toes up. And one more. Excellent. Hang on to the back of your chair. Take your left leg and step your left leg forward. Take your right leg and lunge back. So the back leg is straight. I'm going to remove my chair so you can see me a little bit better. You're going to bring the back leg, that left leg behind you, right leg in front, and then you're going to take your left hand, place it on your right shoulder, gently grab that elbow, and then we're going to do a little torso rotation. Look over that right shoulder, rotate from the rib cage up to the top of the head. Remember, most of you will have a chair in front of you for this. Rotate back, hands down, hold on to the back of your chair, march it out. We're going to switch feet. Left leg forward, right leg behind, hang on to that chair, and then take your right hand, cross it over the left shoulder, and then take that free arm and pull across, and now a torso rotation to the left. If you need your chair, grab onto it for balance, hold for the stretch, keep the back heel down, and then rotate forward, arms down to the side. Let's interlock those fingers, feet hip distance apart. Round your back, chin to your chest, and hold. And then deep breath in, open those arms up and out to the side. Head in neutral, shoulders relaxed, stretching into the chest and shoulders, and biceps, and forearms. And bring the arms in and down. Good. Last stretch for the head and neck. Left ear to your left shoulder. Take your right hand and press the palm flat to the floor. Hold. And then relax that hand, bring the head to neutral and right ear to right shoulder. Take that left arm and straighten it out, palm toward the floor. Hold it. Try to keep the shoulders even, don't lean to the side. Relax the hand, head to neutral, and then chin to your chest and hold. Good, let the head be heavy, keep the chest up, shoulders down and relax. Hold it, and release. All right, first move you're gonna do today is a sit to stand, so you're going to need your chair. And you're going to come out of your chair, you don't need any weights here, But instead of your feet being hip distance apart, we're gonna add a little balance challenge here. You're going to just slightly put your left leg forward. So a little bit farther forward than your right leg. So the distance is about that much. So where the toes would almost align to the heel or a little bit closer. So what we're doing is we're just challenging the body with a different stance to come out of the seat. So it's gonna be a little bit harder. If you need to, you can use your hands to help you come out of the chair and to find the chair behind you. Or you can make it a little more challenging by crisscrossing the arms over the chest with the hands on your shoulders. So again, your left foot is slightly forward, and now squeezing those glutes, using the core muscles, I want you to gently come out of that seat and take a seat. Good. Here we go. Up again for 2. Try not to drop into the seat. Squeeze with those glutes as you return. Here comes 3. If you find this challenging or painful in your hips, knees, or ankles, please bring your feet back to hip distance apart or shoulder distance apart. What is comfortable for you coming out of that seat? This staggered stance makes it a little more challenging. And I'm hoping this is 6. If I counted wrong, then please do one more and take a seat. So if I'm wrong, finish that 6th one out. We're gonna switch feet. 6 on this side. Stagger that right foot slightly forward, so it looks like this. Slightly forward. Left foot is back. Now, cross the arms in the opposite direction so it feels a little uncomfortable. Here we go. Come out of that seat 6 times. Up and out of that seat for 1. Take a seat. Good. 2. Make sure you're breathing through these moves. Here comes 3. And sit back down. Good. And 4. Try not to hold your breath. 2 more. 5. Good. And 1 more. And 6. Very nice. Excellent. All right, for the stretch, bring your feet to hip distance apart. Sit toward the edge of your chair. And let's place your right hand on the side of the chair and raise that opposite arm up to the side and hold. And then if you can, add a little rotation so your chest and head is pointing toward the floor or leaning toward the floor, and reach that left arm to the opposite corner of the room. Good, come back to the side. Use that right hand to push the body up and switch sides. Opposite side, support yourself with that left hand on your chair seat or leg. Add that little rotation if you can. If it's not comfortable, then just stay to the side. Reach that arm to the corner of the room. And then come back to the side. And come on up. Very nice. All right, up and out of the chair you go. Take your chair, move it to the side, but keep it close if you need it for balance. The first move for the upper body, involving the lower body, is going to be a chest, shoulder, and hip move. What you're going to do is you're going to put weights in your hands, and you're going to lift opposite knee up, crossing the elbow across. If that is too challenging for you, just give me a heel tap in front, and then take the arm and cross it in front. Cross it in front. If it's painful on the shoulders, bring your arms down to the side. And as you do the knee lift or the heel tap, just do some side lateral raises. So go ahead and grab your water bottles. And a more challenging move is up here. Less challenging, elbows are bent, 90 degrees, and you're just lifting to the side. More challenging, make a 90-degree angle. Stand up nice and tall. Let's start with the left arm and the right knee, and you're going to lift and cross over. Good. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we're going to go to 12, 10, 11, and one more, 12. Good, bring the elbows down, arms down to the side, and march it out. Perfect. Now, if you need the chair for this, we're going to do a standing deadlift. If you need the chair, please put it back in front, but I'm going to keep my chair to the side so you can watch the move here without the chair being in the way. But again, if you need it, please keep it in front with enough room so you don't hit your head as you do your lift, your hip hinge deadlift. So So you're gonna take your weights, turn your palms towards your thighs, feet between hip and shoulder distance apart. Stand up nice and tall, slightly bend the knees, and then with a straight back, you're just going to let the arms dangle as you hip hinge forward for a deadlift, and then squeeze those glutes to stand up nice and tall. So again, if you have your chair in front, just make sure you can reach forward if you need it, but you don't hit your head as you come forward. You want to make sure this move is done with a flat back. Keep the back flat, stick the glutes out, and then squeeze those glutes to pull the body back up. Good, let's do a few more. Deadlift up, so the arms are just dead weight. And you want to keep your arms close to your shins. You do not have to touch the floor with the weights, and only do this if it's comfortable. If you need to, you can hang on to your chair. I'm going to have you continue with 3 more, but you can hold on to your chair and do the same move, but bend the elbows as you come forward so you have that support for your back. Good, you should be down to your last 2 or 1. I'll finish out with 1 more. Deadlift, and come on up. Nice job. Place your weights to the side. We'll do a quick stretch here. You're going to take your right hand, place it on your chair. You're going to step your your right foot forward. So now you're balancing on your left foot. You're going to put the heel on the floor. You're going to bend into that left leg, and then you're going to reach forward for that foot. You're crossing that left arm over as you stretch into the hamstrings and hips. And then take a deep breath in. Roll that body up. Move your chair to the other side, or just walk around to the other side. Hang on with your left hand. Take your left foot, put the heel on the floor with the toes up, flexing the foot. Bend the right leg, and then come forward with a flat back and reach for that leg in front. Reach for the toes. Support yourself with a hand on that chair, and then slowly roll up. Excellent. Okay. I'm going to have you grab your weights, and now we're going to do another shoulder move as well as a balance challenge with a staggered stance. So if you need the chair, please have it in front. Take your left foot, step your left foot forward in a staggered stance, and you're going to take your arms, you're going to raise them out to the side, and then you're going to give me a torso rotation to the right. Come back center. I'm sorry, that was to the left for you. Lift, twist to the left. Good, and come back center. Now I'm going to make it a little more challenging for some of you. I want you to balance on that left leg, curl your right leg up, and continue the same move. Arms out to the side, torso rotation to the left, return home, and lower. Raise those arms up. Torso rotation to the left, just the rib cage to the top of the head, floating over those hips, and 2 more. Stay up there with that leg up there if you can. If it's too hard, you can put the toes into the floor, or you can keep both feet flat. Last one, arms up, torso rotation to the left, and come back home, arms down. Excellent, march it out in place. Some shoulder shrugs up and down. We're going to repeat that same move with the opposite leg curled up, or both feet on the floor, and you're going to twist now to the right. So let's start in that staggered stance. Right foot forward, left foot behind. Float the arms up, make the letter T, add that torso rotation, rib cage to the top of the head, moves over the hips. Lift up and twist. Good, keep those abdominal muscles engaged. And 1 more, and then we'll add that balance challenge. Rotate, come back home, and down. Here comes that challenge. Curl that left leg behind, stay tall, arms out to the side, make the letter T, and down. Very nice. So my right leg is dominant, so this opposite leg for me, because I'm on the opposite you are on, my left leg's a little more challenging, so I'm a little more wobbly here. Lift and turn. Good. Let's do 2 more. Remember, you can put that left foot into the floor if you need to, the toes on the floor, or you can keep both feet on the floor in that staggered stance. Last one. twist, and you are done. Very nice. Place your weights down. Let's go back to our chair. So you're gonna have a seat in your chair, and we're gonna do what's called the number 4 stretch from a seated position. So I want you to sit toward the edge of your chair. If you can, take your left leg, cross the foot on top of your right thigh, your right knee. Stay up nice and tall. Take your left hand, and you're gonna hold outside on the outside of the knee. Right hand hangs on to the ankle. You're gonna sit up nice and tall, and you're gonna gently pull that knee up, which is stretching into your glutes and your outer thigh muscles. Good, stay up nice and tall. And a tiny little muscle called the piriformis muscle. It's a nice little stretch for that muscle. Good, relax the leg back down and uncross. So if this is too difficult, just cross the leg on the floor in front and go ahead and hang on to both legs with your hands and just do a full roll forward with a round back so you get a little bit of a stretch. Not as deep as you get with the number 4, but at least you get to do some stretch. Take that right hand, place it behind the knee, left hand on that ankle, sit up nice and tall, and then take that left hand and gently pull the leg up towards your left shoulder. Stay tall and hold. You want to feel that stretch in the outer thigh, in the glutes, and into that piriformis muscle. Good. And then relax the leg. Go ahead and uncross. Perfect. All right, we are going to go down onto the floor. If you cannot get on and off of the floor, then you'll want to stop the video here and you can repeat some older ones from last week and the week before if you'd like. Otherwise, I'm going to bring you down onto the floor, and you're going to start with a bird dog position. We're going to do elbow to knee, opposite elbow to knee. So we're going to move the chair. I'm going to turn my mat for you. Hopefully you can see me. And you're going to need 1 water bottle. So before you get down there, just make sure you have 1 water bottle. And I might just change my camera so you guys can see me a little bit better. Okay. So for this move, it's called, I'll go this way so I don't kick my table. It's called the bird dog elbow to knee. So you want your hands directly underneath your shoulders. If this is painful to be on your wrists, come down to your elbows in the palm of your hands. You can still do it in a modified move. Otherwise, your knees are underneath your hips, your hands are underneath your shoulders. We're going to start with our right arm and our left leg. So what you're going to do is you're going to balance, engage the core, lift the right arm and the left leg up so the arm and leg are parallel to the floor, and then you're going to go elbow to knee. Pull the elbow toward the knee and reach for 1. Good, keep that back flat. 2, 3, I'm going to show you a modification here. 4, you can come down and reach from here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 more. 10. Excellent. Go ahead and separate your knees hip distance apart. Take your hands and walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. 1 hand should be on the floor, 1 should be on the mat, and then sit to the left. Sink your hips out to the left and tuck that head under, chin to your chest. Stretch and hold. And then take a deep breath in. Come on up. Walk your hands to the center, over to the left, and now sit your hips out to the right. Let your chin come towards your chest, round that back and hold. And then take a deep breath in and come on back up. Before we move on to the opposite side, I want you to be on your hands and knees or your elbows and your knees. Knees again, stay hip distance apart, and I just want you to gently rock forward without too much pressure on your wrists and rock back. Don't go so far back that you touch your glutes to your heels. I don't expect that. We're just doing a nice little dynamic stretch, rocking forward, getting into the shoulders, and then into the hips as you sit back. And 2 more. Excellent, last one. Very nice. Come back to neutral. Shoulders over your hands. Nice strong tabletop. Flat back. Knees underneath your hips. If this is hurting your hands, please come down onto your elbows and your hands. Here we go. Right arm and left leg. I think I did that. Left arm and right leg. Lift the left arm up. Right leg straight out. And here we go. Elbow to knee for 10. And extend. And 2. Great core work here. Good. 3. Shoulders and hips 2. 4. 5. 6. Nice job. 7. 8. And last 2. 9. And 1 more. 10. Perfect. Separate those knees. This time I want you to separate your knees almost as wide as your mat. Bring your big toes together and then go down into your child's pose. If that is not comfortable, bring your knees in hip distance apart and sit back with the stretch. So you have 2 options. Wider knees, toes together, and stretch, or knees hip distance apart and lower the head toward the floor and hold. Good. Take a deep breath in. Come on back up. I'm just going to check my time, see where we're at. All right, a few more minutes. So now I'm going to have you go into a position on your back. If you need a headrest, you can grab that for the finale, but you won't need it for the beginning because we're going to actually do some core work with the abdominal curl up. So you're going to lie flat on your back, knees are bent, feet flat on the floor. We're going to start first with back imprints. So I want your feet hip distance apart, and I want your upper body relaxed, hands to the floor, and all you're going to do is you're going to imprint the small of your back, your pelvis rocks toward your ribs, imprint, and release. Good. Imprint that back, and release. Good. Now I'm going to make it a little more challenging for those that want a little bit more. You're going to lift your legs up into tabletop. You're going to do the same thing. Imprint that back. See how my knees just respond as I imprint that back? Perfect. If you need a headrest for this, you can start with one, but eventually you're going to need to take it away. Imprint that back. And release. And imprint. Good. Now to make it more challenging, you can either keep your feet to the floor or you can keep the legs up. I'll show you the modified move first. So you're going to imprint the back as you curl up and release. Hands behind your head. You can interlock your fingers or place your fingertips behind your ears. More challenging, reverse curl. Lift and lower. Good. Try to exhale as you curl up and then inhale as you release. Elbows stay out. If this bothers your back, feet to the floor. And if the imprinting bothers your back, then stay in pelvis neutral. Lift and lower. Good, let's do 4 more. 4, and down, and 3. Good, last 2. Lift and lower. Keep that chin away from your chest. Keep pulling the small of the back into the floor, and hold it here. Good, let's do a stretch. Extend your legs out. Raise your arms up, reach over your head and point your toes and reach those fingertips to the opposite wall. Stretch and hold. And then make a gentle fist. Flex your feet. Pull back and hold. Excellent. And relax. Good, let's bring those arms back up. Hands to the side. Let's grab that single water bottle. We're almost done here. You're going to take that single water bottle. You're going to hold it in each hand, hold the end of the water bottle. You're going to take your left leg and you're going to lift your left leg up, and you're going to keep the water bottle right there, and you're going to extend that leg straight up, and now you're going to reach that leg out and reach your arms over your head. We're going to do this 6 times. Raise it up for an overhead lat pull with hip flexion and extension. 2. Very nice. Reach over. If this is not comfortable, place your foot to the floor and just do a knee lift as you come up. with the arms. Also, listen to your body. If it's uncomfortable going so far over your head, then limit the range of motion. Don't go as far over your head. You could just go a little bit and then raise the arms up. All right, so I lost count. I think I said 6 on this side, so if you've hit 6, just stop. Wait for me to switch legs. Opposite leg up in the air, and here we go. Extend that leg and lift that leg with a straight arm. 2, breathe through the moves. 3, and again, for this move, you might want to have a headrest behind your head. 4, and lift. Good, 2 more. 5, and lift. And last one. Extend that leg, arms over your head, lift up. Bend that leg, place it to the floor, place your water bottle down. And you are done. Let's do a little stretch here. Pull that left leg in towards your chest. Relax that foot, let it be dead weight. Extend the right leg out. And hold for that glute stretch on the left side. Hip flexor stretch on the right side. Take your head now and just turn and look to the right. Feel the stretch on that left side. Good, bring your head back to neutral. Slide your right leg in first before you release the left leg. Now release the left leg, pull the right knee in towards your chest. Extend your left leg out. Hold, relax your glutes, relax your core. Turn your head over to the left. Feel that stretch on the right side of your neck. Good, bring the head back to neutral. Slide the left leg in, place that foot down, place the opposite foot down. Interlock your fingers and reach up to the ceiling, lifting the shoulder blades up and off the floor. Perfect. And then release the arms, make goalpost arms. So on the floor, you're in goalpost arms, elbows are bent at 90 degrees. Walk your feet in close together, and then place the soles of the feet together and open up for butterfly wings and hold it here. Feel the pelvis rock away from the body. So you're getting a chest and shoulder stretch, inner thigh stretch. And then take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring the hands back down towards your hips. Slide the feet in toward each other. And then carefully roll onto your side. And the best way to get off the floor is to come onto all fours. Take your stronger leg. Bring your stronger leg forward. Place your hands on that stronger leg. You can keep one hand down if you need. Curl the toes under and push the body up. Well done. See you next week.